Few places are richer in tradition, more steeped in nostalgia than this old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy, the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes. And the scarlet and gray have this place rocking already. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the 18th ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Wolverines will boot it away to start the game. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Slips through the line. He'll be out of bounds at the 36-yard line after a solid return. A first down for the offense. Wide receiver shows motion. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Catch in the middle, it's Graham. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Ohio State pulled out a classic and won close over the Wolverines last season.
Yeah, it's so nice to know you got a team that in the biggest moments, in the game, the huge rivalry game, your big game of the year, they can come up clutch and make those big plays. Ohio State did a year ago. Can this team handle the moment now against the new Michigan team?
Well, oftentimes in great rivalries like this, the game is going to go right down to the wire. And that loss last year, that really propelled Michigan this offseason. They did extra sprints. They spent extra time in the weight room. Fourth quarter, that was a major point of emphasis all offseason, getting ready for this one. They know they've got to dial in this one.
He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
And I think on that last run play on third down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They've got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming in.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
They're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Fires to the tight end. And that is good versatility there and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
The defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Well, that one falls incomplete, but you know this guy is a big part of their passing attack. You saw the last game out, he had multiple catches from the running back position. They're going to try to get that established in this game.
The Buckeyes will call on their punt team. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin them deep. And the offense is really backed up as this ball is down at the 5.
Nice job. Had a little hang time, getting it up in the air. It's coming inside the 10. That thing goes inside the 5-yard line. That is exactly how you draw it up.
As the defense comes out, they've got him pinned back, and listen to the roar of this crowd. Pushes his way for a couple and gets it to the 7-yard line. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise, continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable here.
They've got them penned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. Across the 25, he's got room. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
Yeah, and how about the 3rd down run play? And this is an offense that they can do a lot of different things, so they make you guard the whole field, but you might want to start with that running back. And he makes the big play, gets the 3rd down conversion, gets him a new set of downs.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Nice move to pick up yardage. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Wolverines have this offense rolling. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
What a nice run there. And from the beginning of time, Michigan football has been synonymous with running the football. You can think back to Tyrone Wheatley, Anthony Thomas, Chris Perry, Hassan Haskins, big physical runners that also had sprinter speed and that could change the game. This dude right here, every time he has the football, he has the ability to go the distance, and that's what makes this Michigan offense so dangerous.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's just, it's so hard to nail.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
So many playmakers, so much speed in college football, so many big plays after the catch. Not in this instance. The defense did a great job reacting to the throw, getting there in a hurry, and making sure he didn't get any yards after that catch.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
The Wolverines will send out the punt unit. First punt of the day. The punt was just an illusion. They snapped it to the up man. He's not even going to come close to the first down, and they'll turn it over.
I love the aggressive nature by the head coach, trying to reach into the bag of tricks on a fake punt, but the defense was expecting it. We've got a change of possession.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter on there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Trying to burn this defensive back. Ball in the air, intercepted. He'll try to take it back. A sweet return after the pick, and they'll have it at the 43.
Really tough on an offense. 3rd and long, it's tough to, you know you're passing the football. They know you're passing the football. I'm going to rush the passer. I'm going to drop back deep, make you throw the ball underneath. But, you know, quarterbacks also want to force that football and try to get that first down. He does there, and that's why he creates the turnover.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. He wants to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. There's so many great rivalries in college football, guys, but I think this one, because of the disdain and the excellence, sort of rises to the top.
Yeah, I mean, listen, there are great rivalries scattered all around this country. In-state rivalries, interconference rivalries, great history, great pageantry. But I think what makes Ohio State versus Michigan unique is the fact that more often than not, these are two teams competing for national championships at the end of the year, and this game really does determine the national landscape.
And 19 national championships between the two teams. Late in the year, it always mattered. You go back to 2006, number 1 versus number 2. So always disdain, always hate. Don't even call each other by their names. Like, this rivalry means so much to college football.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw your primary target like he was on that last one.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Wide out in motion. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. He's got his man. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the game score.
They're in their own territory, but they are undeterred. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. Surging forward on the sneak.
Man, when I was at Florida, Steve Spurrier would wait for this opportunity in a game 4th and inches, and he'd signal in red Snoopy. Quarterback sneak. It works every time.
The Buckeyes with the 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. So no room to run there, and you wonder after that loss on 1st down where they turn now.
Yeah, and that's why it's so important for the defense to win these 1st downs, right? You want to create negative plays to make this offense so much more predictable.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Setting up the screen. On the move at the 30. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. The time-honored phrase for a quarterback is field general. This dude, in this environment, he's like a stadium commander. He's like an elevated rank above field general.
He's like an orchestrator. He knows how to set them off and bring it up and bring the excitement with the big plays and make it look easy time and time again. And that's why this offense is so impressive.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. These two first squared off in 1897, and this rivalry is almost like a history of the sport itself.
So much history, so much tradition. I mean, I can go back to 2006 when they were 1-2 in the country. You know, like, these games really matter. The uniforms are clean. The athletes are flowing. There's tons of athletes all over the place. This is always a huge showdown.
And you think about some of the great coaches that have graced the sideline.
Going for the big play. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line.
Really nice timing on that throw. Quarterback had to hold it, allow his receiver to work his route, but he threw it at the perfect moment so that he was able to make the catch inbounds right on the sideline.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. Starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. They'll run the toss. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Got some work to do after that last play. 2nd and 13. It's a draw. Relying on that running game as they threaten to pick up a 4 down to the 13. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short throw. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return team out on the field. We're going to make it that easy for us.
And the Buckeyes will try to convert on 4th down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They'll go with the running game on 4th down here. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll call for the fair catch here. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. And the Wolverines will hustle to the line. See that maze in blue, and you expect tough-minded, hard-nosed running attacks.
I expect big, physical, huge linemen that don't like people, that are going to move them out of the way and do just this, what we did right here. Move the sticks, get first downs on the ground. That's who Michigan is.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Looking for a man. It's Vick. And they're not on the same page there.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. The Wolverines will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position. So if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Leaves it with the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse, Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Wide open downfield. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. Handoff from the gun. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They go to the ground. He powers his way ahead, gets 3, but they're still looking at 4th and 2. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And now the lead is even bigger. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Georgia is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that's been sicking them since the opening kickoff. They're up by 22 over Georgia Tech. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And the completion to the sideline, a solid pickup, but not enough for the first down.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all offseason long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Vick. It's complete on the right side. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
And the Wolverines will line up to punt it away. Makes a move. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll throw it on 1st down. Oh, he wants it all. The pass is incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield, and that shot the quarterback took might have been a little too much. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And it's 1st down, but they'll try the field goal in the closing seconds of the first half. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. He's looking to throw it. Lets it fly deep downfield. Oh, he's playing with fire, and he's picked off. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Buckeyes will line up to kick off and start the 2nd half. So much for the touchback. Here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
They'll try to run for it. Didn't get much. Picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2. A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Nice job by the defense there. You talk about when you have your foot on the neck of your opponent, you just keep the pressure down, right? You don't take it off. And with that opportunity, 4th down in their opponent's territory, you get the stop. You now get an opportunity here in the second half to build on your 2-possession lead.
Here's the handoff. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Now the play fake. Got his man downfield. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. Ohio State is dotting Michigan's eye as the Buckeyes are firmly in control.
And Ohio State, they've let a few get away from their rival in Michigan, and they're trying to get that back. So they came into this one with a chip on their shoulder. They're not always used to being in that position when they play against Michigan. But, David, in the second half here, it's all Buckeyes.
Yeah, and you got to be physical. When you play the Wolverines, you know the type of brand that they play. Ohio State has matched that physicality. They have been ready. They were ready for the game, and they've handled business.
Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Gets set, 1st down. To the ground with the back. At the 35, he's loose. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
The back goes in motion. He's knocked down in the backfield, a swarming defense, and he'll lose 7. It seems so inviting to try to get the ball outside, but this defense is so fast, you just end up running sideways.
And when you don't have any misdirection or something else to look at before you pitch that ball on the perimeter, a lot of times those guys can play even faster. They can see it right now. Those safeties fly up, those corners fly up, outside backers fly up.
Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. The defense all over that loose ball, and now they're bringing it back. Touchdown, Buckeyes! The defense with the scoop and score. You know, the defense is all about stopping teams, but when you have a chance to swing momentum, scoop it. such a huge play.
Yeah, you just go over the offense and be like, bro, we don't need you. We got this. We'll score ourselves if we have to. Great job by the defense doing what they need to do, and then go talk a little trash to the offense.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. They're out there to kick it off. The return team must rivet that ball to their rib cage. Can't afford another turnover. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return.
Michigan offense will take over. 1st and 10.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is... Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Oh, look what I found. The offense keeps it. The Wolverines want to pick up the tempo.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So they'll get a fresh set of downs thanks to that roughing the passer penalty. It's 1st and 10. On the option. He'll toss it. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Wants to throw. It's Vick. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And they are fortunate to avoid the turnover as the fumble goes out of bounds. And sometimes it's better to be lucky than good, and they were lucky that that ball went out of bounds.
Yeah, they sure were. These ball carriers have got to know that this defense, they play with so much aggression. They're always trying to get extra hats to the football. You have got to protect this thing at all costs. Lucky that ball rolled out of bounds.
With jet sweep pass. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And the offense blows on the football, but they are short of the line to gain. It'll be a turnover on downs.
As a defense, you just want to steal some possessions, create some turnovers. You force the fumble. But man, what a break for the offense to fall back on it. Those are moments that you just get a little bit frustrated because it's the luck of a bounce.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Paul. They've done what they wanted in the 1st half and starting off the 2nd half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
So after the 1st down run, here's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Quick strike complete. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
And what a nice play by the DB. You have to understand, that wide receiver gets that ball back quick. It's tough to get him on the ground. Nice job getting a hold of him, getting him on the ground for no gain.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
And it's no good. He missed it. And, guys, this will stay a 24-point game.
And that hurts, missing that field goal, especially when you're going up against a defense like this. One of the best in the entire country. You have got to be able to come away with points when you have opportunities.
He's going to pass. Grabbed behind the line. It's Vick. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. To the air, it's Vick. It's incomplete. Tried a little razzle-dazzle there, but it'll be third down. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. They've got the play bottled up. Fumble, it's out!
That is a nice break for the offense. Man, those are plays that you don't think about down the road, but those are turnovers. They just bounce a little bit in the direction of the defense. You're so jacked up. You create momentum, juice. It could change the game. That's a great break for the offense.
And the Wolverines send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work, fourth time. But they're cornering the market on fakes. Here comes another one. And it works. If he can get the first down. And he makes the tackle, but not before the first down is picked up and the gamble pays off.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Ohio State 24, Michigan 0.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Dropping back, it's Vick. Quarterback moving. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
Third down coming.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on third and long. The option look. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the pass hits, picked off. Taking it the other way. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Ohio State. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Georgia is currently up big at this moment, so much so they're on the verge of getting UGA the rest of the day off. They're up by 23. Tech. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're trying to hand it off to the fullback for a quick hitter, but just nowhere to go. The defensive line, great job getting penetration to set up that play.
Now facing a 3rd and long. This is a designed run. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. The Wolverines want to crank the tempo.
First down for the offense.
Looking downfield, it's Vick. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner. Just exhausting.
Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down.
QB sneak. Gain of 2. And first down for the offense.
And the Wolverines look to keep this drive humming. Using his feet. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. He's been under pressure all season, and they really haven't done much to turn down that heat. And it's just hard to imagine that this guy will be back leading this program next year.
Yeah, and you want to see him finish strong, and I think Coach needs to finish strong. All the negativity swirling around the program, obviously, you hear it. It's a part of it. The kids hear it, but finishing strong would kind of ease some of that. But Palmer, it's the body of work. Everything he did this season is going to be taken into account, and it's going to be tough, I think, for him to keep his job.
It's a combination of wins and losses this year, but it's also about who's out there. There's some good big-time candidates, some good coaches that could come in. We know they've got the money to spend. It just seems like they're going to make a change.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Fires downfield. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
Quarterback will keep it. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the 1st down.
Well, there you're seeing the mentality of this head coach in the game, going for it on 4th down. A lot of guys would have tried to kick a field goal, but I think this guy knows, hey, we're not going to win this game putting 3s up on the board. We need touchdowns. Nice attitude.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Dropping back, it's Vick. Going up top. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. The Wolverines want to move quickly. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that 1st down.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
Throwing right. That is just a sideline credit. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go into the NFL. They'll be in locker room